wobbling, that certainly changes things a lot.
That changes things. Speaking of not having access to wobbling, it's going to be JJM, who I believe is the Ices, going off against the Marth. And without wobbling, this matchup gets considerably harder for the Ices, of course. But particularly versus Marth, who has a really, really strong neutral versus Ices.
And it's all about that down tilt, right?
Absolutely.
I talked about it ad nauseum in the last block, but Marth's down tilt, very, very, very under-celebrated move. And in this matchup where the Ice Climbers are always looking to wave dash in towards you and jab you or grab you, it shuts that down completely.
Absolutely. And then in the air, what you got? Forward air.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, never mind. And as I'm saying that,
Commentator's curse.
Never mind.
Curse.
I think Marth actually loses the matchup really hard now. Given new information.
Given that one exchange.
Yeah, absolutely. We're updating. Oh, okay. Cranberry actually gets baited a little bit going for Nana, but loses the sight on JJM, who actually just wave dashes in and down smashes to clean up the stock.
And that's always something that's in contention, right? Like, do you go after Popo while he doesn't have Nana, or do you try to go after Nana because she's dumb?
That's right.
As a box of rocks.
Priorities. But she's doing her best.
Yeah, she can doing the best that she can, obviously, yes. She doesn't have her own snapback capacitor or anything like that. So
she's got a Mad Cat.
So much, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yes, absolutely. The target switching is going to be particularly important when you can separate the Ices. That makes them a lot weaker. And even without wobbling on the table, having Nana is still a significant power boost for Popo.
Yeah, those handoffs to guarantee damage are still there without wobbling.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be pretty critically important to separate as well. But it looks like Cranberry is having a hard time even getting his footing.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, this is a matchup that you really do need some familiarity with, or some kind of read-up at least. I mean, it's so different than playing any other character.
That's
with the fact that there's no two ways around it. There are two of these characters.
There are two ways about it. Yeah.
Nana and Popo, those are the two ways.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, if you're not constantly going to that down tilt, constantly dash dancing against these characters, trying to grab Popo is something that I see a lot of really good Marth players do that I don't see a lot of mid-level Marth players do.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the forward throw through.
Yes,
to knock him back. Okay. Yeah, so like you were saying, this matchup is very, very unintuitive if you don't know this one specifically. Even just the really, really small things, just like your L cancel timing, are going to be thrown off because maybe you're hitting 2 shields now.
Yeah, or the Ice Blast. I mean, not knowing how the Ice Blast works, how the SDI, the Ice Blast hold out. I mean, there's a lot of niche little stuff.
Specific only to this matchup. And being unpracticed in it, you can if you learn 4 things, you've only got 4 stocks.
Correct.
So we're going to have to see some pretty significant adaptation from Cranberry going into Corneria.
You won't see this on Slippy.
You won't. I forgot that there were other stages.
The music on this stage bangs.
Was this on the April Fool's one?
I think so. If I'm not mistaken, I remember.
Yeah, I think so.
This. And my favorite, of course, Japes on the April
Japes
Fool's,
is so messed up.
Rules.
I hate Japes.
When I first started playing, it was just legal.
It was just in the game. Yeah, for sure.
Game.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they're going to Fountain. Okay, Yoshi's. Which, let me think about that.
Are you done?
I'm so fast. I'm such a fast thinker.
Supercomputer Jorge. So a lot of damage off these handoffs here with the Ice Breath into forward smash. I mean, those are going to be there even with wobbling off the table. The grab is still one of their best assets. You really have to prioritize not getting grabbed still.
Absolutely. I do think that was the double-edged sword we saw in that immediate kill from JJM. That's the double-edged sword of Yoshi's. While Cranberry does get to control a little bit more space with those large hitboxes and have a higher percentage of the stage covered, at the same time, he's going to die really easy, and the edge is also more percent of the stage.
Yeah, and up tilt too. I mean, it's just such a tool that needs to be used against Sopo because his recovery can be very predictable. He either can go high above your up tilt, or he's going to go straight into it, or you can down tilt if he goes down low.
That's right. Oh, down tilt even if JJM is going high, thanks to that Yoshi's slant.
Yeah, really. Too many Marth players are one and done on that. They just spam it; it will kill them eventually.
Yes.
There's no shame in hitting multiple down tilts, but
that's right. I mean, a rinse and repeat, are at least reliable, right? Ooh, when is that going to start killing?
Should have pummeled a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I think maybe at 190, right?
Yeah, I think.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm smart. I'm so smart.
Pummel,
Dude,
bro.
I'm so smart.
Commentator's blessing.
Ben ready. Look at me. But yeah, so I think slowing the pace down for Cranberry is already paying off a little bit. When I think the Marth has just been sort of rushing in. Yeah.
Forces the non-sweet spot recovery there right into double hammers. Nana hits the taunt on him. Feeling a little sauced up.
Yeah, Nana always getting sauced. Is this the skin where Nana is the primary climber?
I think so.
Let's see.
But I say Nana as more of a technical term.
Yes, that's right.
We're
scientists
term,
here, yeah.
I'm what they call a melee thinker. You know? a real thinkologist when it comes to this melee here.
His mind. Okay, well, Cranberry's got like a pretty good, like a doable gap here between him and JJM, and it is a best of 5 still. So I think it bodes well to be blown out that first game, but have some adaptations to show that, hey, I'm in it, I'm still a competitor, and you should take my options seriously. Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
nothing undoable here on this stage for Marth, really. Even at this kind of lead here.
Yeah, okay. It can be kind of annoying to finish off the Sopo as well, because you sort of have this idea that, like, hey, Sopo's bad. Like, I should just kill him, right?
Yeah,
I should just beat him.
You kind of take a lot of risk.
You do.
I feel like a lot of Marth players, speaking of risk, could minimize the risk they take with forward smashing people on the platform above them on this stage by just switching to forward tilt. It's fast. It hits that platform with the tipper. I mean, all you have to do is wave dash back. It's like the same spacing.
Is it?
And you can hit them so easily when they're on
that
corner
know.
of that
On the platform?
Yes, shout outs to PPMD. His Marth loves to do that. He was the one who taught me that way back in the day.
Oh, JJM going a little crazy, a little saucy.
Desync shenanigans.
That's planning ahead. Folks, you got to plan ahead.
This is not checkers, this chess, baby.
I feel like checkers players also plan ahead too, right? You have the double jump?
They should.
Anyway. Good checkers players don't plan
ahead. If
ahead.
you don't, this is a pro tip for checkers.
Yes.
You need to think ahead.
Thanks for coming back to SmashCon Checkers.
The only event they don't run at this tournament, believe it or not.
Do you think checkers players are like, I'm playing checkers, this guy's playing tic-tac-toe?
Yeah,
like it goes even further
something
down.
like, yeah, they've got to degrade someone. Everybody's got a punching bag, right?
Okay, Cranberry going back to Yoshi's. I do think this is not a bad idea, especially with the improvements that he made last game. But definitely, it's the slowing down. You know, not getting caught out. But again, it's a lot of these approaches from JJM that are really tight or very tricky. That send Nana forward with the Blizzard that are just catching Cranberry slipping.
Yeah, that's one of the. You cannot leave the character that's controlled by a human alone to do their own thing at low percent while you're just going after Nana relentlessly. You have to at least hit Popo away from the stage before you start committing that hard on Nana.
Yeah, that's one of the most messed up things about this matchup, is that even if you separate them, one of the characters is still controlled by a
melee player.
A sentient human. Yeah. Ooh, oh man, Cranberry definitely flubbing, especially in the close distance. I think the distance is really, really hard for Cranberry, where he's not setting up like that tipper range. He's either too close and he's whiffing, or he's too far and he's just like, he's getting whiff punished. And I mean, JJM, he's on the verge of a 4-stock this game 3.
Yeah, he's playing super crispy, and his aerial placement with Sopo alone has been enough to get him some stocks here. Let's see if he can seal this one out with a 4.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, JJM absolutely just outplaying Cranberry, and I think
a lot of it does come to, matchup inexperience. I think we're seeing, a lot of moves that could be DI'd a little bit better. He does DI that throw really well to escape that damage.
And maybe a little bit antsiness too from game 1. I do feel like Cranberry has shown some really good option selection in some moments, but then some other panic moments, JJM really makes them count,
Well, he's obviously not some geek off the street. I mean, he's in top 64, on this side of the bracket against JJM. He made it really far through a lot of pretty good melee players. So, I mean, I'm interested to see what else he's got. That up B, can't believe it's not enough, quite frankly.
Oh, wow, he kills off the top with a fair bouncing
fist bump and 3-0 and the box of donuts for the impeccably tall human named JJM.
What is the box of donuts?
That's the O. The 3 and the O.
Really?
Yeah. The box of donuts.
That's the you taught me. You teach me so many things. Shout outs to our last block on Pound 2019, where Mr. Ben Ready introduced me to the phrase. So you know how maybe you don't take every opportunity right as soon as it happens. You wait for it to become a better opportunity.
Yes.
Mr. Ben Ready says you
gotta
cook the beans.
Yes.
You gotta let the beans cook a little bit.
You can't just take the beans out of the can and start eating them unless you're some kind of barbarian.
You're crazy.
You gotta go through a process here. It's just like making Hot Pockets or anything else.
Yeah, but you didn't teach me that. You just said you gotta cook the beans, and I went, yeah. What? Yeah. Wait. What?
Yeah, I guess I'm used to doing commentary in North Carolina where they hear these isms all the time, and
sure.
I don't need a subtitle like I do when I leave the state.
Do you really? This is North Carolina stuff. So if I just like am watching North Carolina tournaments or commentating one, I should just be like, oh no, he's flapping like a catfish in a basket.
Something like that. I mean, especially if you go back to like 2008, 2009, there were some hicks on commentary before I came along, honestly. But yeah, cooking the beans is my thing. That actually comes from an old Brazilian jiu-jitsu master, Royce Gracie. He said that in one of the videos I saw of his technique. It's some ancient Brazilian wisdom of cooking beans, apparently. So I heard that and I was like, dude, that applies to so much in life, because so much in life we lose because we just try to rush into it. We get ahead of ourselves. That's our nature as humans. But yeah, I actually had the tags confused for the first stock, so I'm glad you set me straight early, because JJM was playing the Cranberry Cream Saver Ice Climbers, so I thought he was Cranberry at first because of the color.